Hi, it's Laura, and let's talk about blending eyeshadows on mature eyes. Now, my eyes are my biggest problem area when it comes to applying makeup. I have almost 55-year-old eyes, and the inner corner here, I have some crepiness. On the outer corner, there is a little bit of extra skin where I have to lift the eye to blend the shadows. And then in this area, there's some drooping. So I'm not a makeup artist, but I have spent my fair share of time practicing different blending techniques that I would like to share with all of you. The right brushes are so important when it comes to blending eyeshadows on mature eyes. I know as I've gotten older, it's so much more challenging trying to get them to blend around crepiness and sagging. Well, a little while back, Sigma reached out to me and sent me these brushes. I've been using them for several weeks, and I can't believe how much they've changed my eyeshadow game. If you don't have brushes you love, I have a discount code below you're welcome to use, but you may want to shop your stash. You may have brushes just like these already. The Sigma E55 is what I'll be using to apply shadows to the lid. And then I'll be going in with this brush I purchased, the E25 blending brush. This is amazing for the crease. It's rounded and fluffy, but not too fluffy. It's a little more compact than most blending brushes, which to me makes it really unique. This is the small tapered brush from Sigma, the E45. This is perfect for crease work and the outer corner, getting in that little pocket where your skin might collect in that area. It's fantastic. And then this is a brush you wouldn't expect. It's meant for highlighting, but I love to use it. It's the Sigma E35 for just diffusing out everything and giving it a very airbrush look. For primer, I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is perfect for helping the shadows last all day, concealing any veins you might have that show in the lid, and also for not creasing. To set that, I'll be using the Mega Glow palette from Wet n Wild. I'm using this section of it, the banana powder. And for shadows, I've chosen the Disney Designer Collection from ColourPop. They have amazing matte and shimmer shades that are just perfect for mature eyes. I'm taking a small amount of the ColourPop No Filter Concealer and just dabbing it on my finger and applying it to the lid. I'm just pressing the product in, making sure I get even coverage. And then once it dries, I will apply the powder, the banana powder from Wet n Wild. I chose the shade, a couple of shades lighter than my own skin tone for brightening. I'm taking the Sigma tapered highlighter brush, dipping into the Wet n Wild banana powder, and just setting the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This way, when I apply the shadows, my brush will move very smoothly and it'll give a very diffuse look. I'm being very gentle on the eye because I don't want to disturb the concealer and make my eyelid look crepey, and I think it looks good. We're ready to go with these shadows. I'm taking this flat blending brush and going into Grumpy. When you're blending your shadows in this crease area, what I like to do is think of it like you're tickling someone with a feather. You're going to do it very lightly. I don't do big windshield wiper movements because I have older skin and the skin's going to move back and forth. So I'm dipping back into Grumpy, and you'll see what I'm doing. I'm just sort of going little tiny strokes back and forth. I'm going to smooth this out later. I'm also holding towards the center of the brush. Now, if you want a lighter touch, you can hold at the end of the brush. But if you're trying to apply a little more product and have it be a little more intense, I would say hold in the middle of the brush. Now I'm going to go onto the lid with Juju. And this is a beautiful color. It's like a dusty pink, nude pink, and I'm just tapping the product into the lid, on the lid rather, and then I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit again with the feather-like strokes. I'm taking the Sigma small tapered brush and dabbing into this shade, which is called Abu, and we're going to go right into the crease area, but I'm starting in the outer part of the eye and going in at an angle, and then bringing the darker shade right on the bone of the eye. There's an actual bone here that I'm using the color on, and I'm going to do those little strokes again, just touching barely the product and then going up. So tap and lift a little bit. I try not to disturb the skin much, to make it move much. That's something I've changed. I used to move the skin more when I would do my shadows. Now I'm like with a feather touch, just basically touching and lifting. I'm going to add a little sparkle to the center of the eye. That is the place where I have the least wrinkling because the eye, because it's a sphere, is sort of pulling the skin out. So I'm going to dip into this ray with my finger and just press this shadow right in the center. I'm not going to bring it into the inner corner. I'll do that in a minute gently with the brush. And then also Prince Charming, I'm going to mix the two shades. And I'm just pressing into the eye. And now I'll take my E25 brush again, and I'm going to just gently pull a little bit of sparkle towards here, but you can see I'm barely touching because that is one of my crepiest sections and I don't want a lot of shadow there. So I'm just barely doing it. And then I'm going to take the Prince Charming and I'm going to put it not in the tear duct. The tear duct is the worst place to put it for me. I'm going to put it actually on the bone of my nose, which is right next to the tear duct, because the skin there is really tight. It's not loose at all. And this way I get that brightness in the eye without it being directly in the tear duct. So I'm taking chip with my E55 flat brush and I am going to go right under the brow there and fill in this area too with this. This is a very bone color that blends nicely with my skin tone, which is medium. And then finally I'll take the highlighter tapered brush that I showed you earlier, and I'm just going to go around the edges of the shadow here and even within the eye, just to blend the shades together and make them look airbrushed. I'm taking this shadow Triton that we haven't used, and I'm going to go along the lower edge of my eye here, under the eye, sort of pull all the shades together. This is the final look. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, but I would love to hear your comments for how you blend eyeshadows on your mature eyes. Now, in my last video, I did a giveaway for bee cream, and the winner of the bee cream from Marshall's that everybody's crazy about is Mama Hall. Mama Hall, congratulations, and make sure you contact me with your address and I'll get this out to you. And this is also a giveaway for another box of bee cream. So if you are interested, please put "Be Mine" in the comments. I love and appreciate all of you. Thanks so much for watching.